So when you have Conquer in this lane, you want the extended trades. You don't want those short ones where he wins them because of Grasp. So I think it's like literally within 30 seconds of this lane. Let me see. Was it 230? I typed that out. So he has a much stronger level 1. He didn't even try to take it. So I mean, we're full HP. This is fine. And then what? Did he E in right here? Is this what it is? Yeah, this. You had perfect vitals there. That is a... We go for that heavy trade there for sure, because you still have parry available. So he uses E and Q. So let's look at his cooldowns here when he goes in. EQ uses both 7 seconds before he gets that back up at this moment right now, right? It's an 8-second cooldown on that. So he just used all of his abilities, and you still have your parry here. And you had another perfect vital here, and you have 8 stacks of Conquer. You're almost fully stacked. I think you win this, or he has to flash at least. Because you have the movement speed right now from the vital you hit on the right side, and then you have a bottom vital, and you can hit that and go posture yourself for the next vital that's going to be either top or right. I think you could have killed him here, and you still have parry too. Still have parry as well. I think you definitely want to look for those more aggressive trades, especially with Conqueror. And right there, I mean, you had that, I think. You should have died here, too. We just missed the parry. We should have died there as well. We used parry really early, many times this game, by the way. Or we just used it for no reason. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. I think we need to, like, try to work on some parry discipline, to be honest. Which I've got...
A lack of matchup knowledge as well.
Yeah, I have some ideas, or not ideas, but I have some homework that I want you to work on. So we were literally talking about this before this happened, about how if he flashes or if he uses E and you're not in range, he's going to flash, right? And he does that exact thing to you, and you could have gotten a stun here, and you probably would have stayed alive. So you made space. This is perfect. You want to create distance where he has to flash so that you know you have more time to react with your W, right? So right when he flashes, we just parry. We just parry here, and then we can move our way to Lilia, and let Lilia, like, we can move into her here. And also, I don't know if, do you know how to flash vital?
Yep.
Yeah. So this would be a really good opportunity. So you would imagine this, right? We think about this in
flash vital is in Zao.
Yep. So if we think about this in slow-mo, we would get this stun, and then we have a vital that's on the right side. She moves up. He's stunned. We flash vital to the right, so we can reposition, because we had 4 seconds left on Q cooldown, and then we can work our way back in, right?
Yeah.
So definitely had an opportunity to do a lot more there.
Yeah, we would have won 2v2 then.
So this is good. Obviously, we can't go top lane because they're all here, so we flow mid lane, catch this wave instead. And then this play's going to happen. The biggest thing with this that's about to happen is that we didn't need to use parry because he didn't have any mana for any abilities. So we're going to watch this. The minions threw you off, I think, a little bit here, but when you use parry here, there was no point. He can't use it. It's 100 mana, 80 mana, 60 mana. He's got 65, and he just used that ability, so he can't use anything. We didn't need to try to parry. We just needed to chill because he couldn't do any damage. He couldn't do any damage to us. We just needed to position with our Q. We hold our flash. What happens with parry when people use it early like that, or use it when it's unnecessary, is it stops your movement. So you're on this guy and you're following him, but then once you parry, you give him a whole second to create distance. You know what I mean? So you're going to use parry here, and then it gives him a second to reposition. Now he gets to create a bigger space, and he has this whole wall of minions protecting him. And then we could have just queued through the minions and hit him there. And then when he tries to flash, he's probably going to try to flash this way. We can just follow with our flash.
Yeah.
And we ended up using parry early a lot this game, or just not using it at all. Actually, no, it's not that we didn't use it at all. It's just that we just were using it for nothing. But I think it's going to happen again up here, and we use parry as like an opener into a fight. I think the big tail of this game was our parry usage. I think that was the issue. But I did notice this game that you were doing, your camera movement was good this game. You were moving around, you were gathering more information. That might have made you a little uncomfortable, but it's a good thing to get used to, just gathering information. I feel like I was able to watch you and understand what was going on in the game a little bit more. Yeah, it was right here. You already got stunned, and we don't need to use that as an opener. So he just used everything. This is why it's illegal. What he's doing is illegal because he's using everything. He's literally pressing E, Q, and then W. He's using all 3 of his cooldowns to trade with you. Like, he can't do that. He uses his shield too. But we should have just ulted and then positioned in front of him. Should have just ulted it and waited for that shield to drop and position in front of him where he's going to escape so we can hit these two the harder to defend or easier to defend vitals. Top and right, we can get in front of him, hit those, and then we can work on the ones that he's going to be running away from us with.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing here is you're taking the easiest to hit vitals, like this one to the left, and now you have to chase this guy just to hit these two. When you remember how this happened last game too, where we could have just queued to the other side of him and hit the harder to hit vitals. Like this is a better rotation to go right, top, left than it is to go left, top, right because he's moving to the right. Now you might not kill him if you do that, but he's probably 200 HP less. And we use parry and it kind of slowed us down a little bit too. He teleports, which is crazy that he does that. And we got to see it. We got a lot of gold out of this. Like, this was pretty crazy, actually. I mean, he gets, like, kills, but you still have more gold in him. Even after he gets, you know, he's got 2 kills here. This was good wards. This was good. It allows Lilia to get that, so that's really good. That was a great all-in. That was almost a kill. He did the same thing again, right? He does the illegal play. Let's see. Yeah, he does. Yeah, dude. This guy played so foolishly. Almost got the kill there. That was really good. This play, we just needed to... Okay. We know that Lilia is on the way. We need to allow Lilia to get there. But I think you move in. You move in here, I think. Towards Shin. We should have kept moving towards our teammate. She's on the way to you. But we queued in, and then we allowed them to like work their way back towards their tower and still get the kill on you. So we knew Lilia was coming. We got to work, and that happened last game too. We got to work our way towards our teammates. We've got to go towards our teammates that are coming to help us. We can't run away from them because then it's impossible for them to help us. Because I don't think you should have died there, and I don't think you should have died earlier there. I don't think either of those deaths should have happened. Gold-wise, though, you still have a lead, which is surprising. But I think it's from those tower plates. This ends up being... Hold on, let me fix that. This ends up being a kill, I believe, here. This was really good. And it leads to the tower as well. See how he does it? Here's the thing. This is just like I was talking about in the Warwick game. In this elo that you're in right now, if you want to get out of gold, this is the elo of patterns. People are going to do the same thing every single time. The people that can adapt and overcome that and play uniquely are the ones that get out of gold very easily. And I think that you can get out of gold very easily. But I'm just saying right now while you're here, just get used to people doing this all the time. They're going to do it all the time. They're all going to have their combo and they're not going to switch their combo up at all. They're just stuck in their patterns. And once you can grasp that, you'll just win every single lane. Win every single lane and it's going to lead you to winning a lot of games as well. So this was good. We got first tower. We have a huge CS lead. Even though he's got more kill participation, you have a massive lead on him. I mean, you have 1,200 gold lead at the moment. This was risky, but it worked out, so I'll let it rock. You got the cannon and survived. We're in a great spot. I think we're sitting on, what, 2,100? That's great. And then... taking wave. Pushing up to tower. So we're flowing here because we can't kill this guy in our tower, so we're flowing towards mid. We're trying to, like, spread our lead and help our teammates out. So... You know, if we could somehow get there before Shin. The only thing that sucks about Shin is that he can always be there. But we're just trying to find a way to get this tower or to try to sneak a kill. Unfortunately, this fight is over before you get there. But I think it's hard for you to teleport as well and be able to do anything. You might have even... You also had another option here. I mean, you could have done this where you saw him ult. And when you were right here and you saw him start ulting because he was on vision, and you could have turned around and tried to go back to this tower, but I don't think you have enough damage to actually get the tower, so it's just a little bit awkward. But that is an option too. This parry scares me, by the way, just because once you use that parry there, you lose the opportunity to actually go for any type of kill. If, let's say, this guy does dive or something like that, you wouldn't be able to actually help without it, you know? So just using it for like a minion is not great. We don't want to use that there at all. Flowing bot lane. This was really weird. I don't know. I feel like we just egoed this really hard. I mean, you were fine. You could have just walked right here and walked away, but this play just felt like ego. I don't know. Like, you could have even, like, just... You could have even reset Q cooldown and just went for this guy. Like, this guy's egoing too by sitting here. You could have just left this here. So she ults. Cool. Now you parry. Now you Q this to get your Q cooldown and you start running down. And that gives, like, Braum a chance to jump forward and try to hit him with a Q or whatever it may be. And then we go for this kill with no parry, and there's just no way we're going to get that, right? And then this is what our vision looks like on our map. So Xerath is obviously here as well, because he was just mid lane clearing the wave, and now he's off the map, so we know that he's there. So I just felt like that was a lot of ego. Like, you had a play still bot lane because he was pushed all the way up to here, or you could have just walked to the wall and queued over it and gotten away as well. This play, we go for the Draven kill, which is fine because we're trying to break down the defenses. Like, we're trying to, like, work this map. You know, it's like that, it's like the line of defense. You know, we're just trying to break down maps, like, where we're taking these 3 towers first, and then we're switching, and we're trying to take these 3 towers next, and then we're trying to get these 3 towers. So it's much harder for you to get, you know, past this blue line. Much harder for you to get past this blue line here and get to these yellow towers if you don't have all these blue ones taken down, right? So if we see an opportunity to get one of these, then that's really good. So we have in our head, we can't kill the Shin up here. So we know that if we can get the Draven, there's a good opportunity that we might be able to take that tower, which will open up the map much more for us, right? Because he's been playing super aggressive. He's once again pushed all the way up. So we go for this play. This is fine. Unfortunately, they all end up being here. So we don't get it, but the thought process is good to try to take down those towers one by one. And it's a guaranteed kill for that teleport as well, because he's just been pushing solo by himself the whole time. But at this point, we're also already down 6k gold, which is really tough, especially at 18 minutes. 18 minutes to be down that much is rough, to say the least.
Yeah.
And then in this play, I mean, you can't defend this, because there's 4 here. And it's just you two. Like, you have to just leave immediately. Like, once this fight is over here, you should be walking all the way back and recall. Like, it's over here. We're looking to recall now. And honestly, you're probably gonna have to walk even further. You got to go back to your tier 2 here, because you can't defend against 4, especially with the type of lead that they have and the champions they have. It's just not gonna happen. You're gonna get poked out by Lux and Xerath, and then all this guy has to do is just E at you, and he's gonna get the kill. Unfortunately, at this point, the game is, like, basically, I mean, at a 10k gold deficit before 20 minutes, it's kind of unheard of to make a comeback here, so it's really difficult. So there's not really too much we can do. We're just trying to look for those objective bounties, which we get one here, which is really nice. And then this kill here, I really think this is a kill, and I think this is 700 gold for you. We're going to watch this in slow-mo. We ult him here. Even though we didn't get the parry on the 3rd, I still think it's okay. I think you could have autoed and then hit that. But then we flashed away. We queued down. I mean, this is kind of like a micro thing, though. I think that you understand what you did, right? Like, you queue to the bottom left, top vital's available. So then you have to walk back to hit the top vital. And then we flash away from the next vital. It was just like, that should have been 1k gold for us there for sure. That was just a misplay. Yeah. You definitely win that. And I mean,
I didn't saw the vitals that good because of all of the splash ords.
Sometimes there are certain skins that throw me off there too. I only play like certain ones because I want to be able to see the vitals as much as possible. And then we're just kind of like trying to clear waves for a second, and then we get to this point. Nothing to talk about here. We're just gonna split this. Try to make sure that we keep tabs on people on the mini map. Go for tower. This is great. You got their, I mean, you push it and then you get him to use his ability. Like, this is good split pushing when people have to use like multiple resources to come and stop you. This is good, honestly. That's a good death. That is very much worth it. We do the same thing since neutral objective is Baron. We get the kill on Draven. That's great. And then we're gonna come up on that Lux kill. And then this is good that you don't turn around and try to kill her, because you have to imagine, once again, we're looking at your minimap here, and you have nobody on your map besides Xerath mid. So what's that mean? There's probably another person here, and there is another person here, and it's Zen. And we're just trying to stay alive as long as possible. So it's okay to accept that we're going to die here and just try to stay alive as long as possible, at least to them getting a kill on Draven. And then they have the opportunity to try to make a play like on Baron or do something. If they had more gold or more damage, they might have been able to actually do this. But our whole team here is very much lacking in the gold department. So basically impossible for them to get it, but it's a good idea because you pull jungler there and then you have Lux there too, so it's really nice. That's good splitting when we split opposite of neutral objective. That's the whole point of splitting on the opposite side of the map of neutral objective, is because if somebody has to come get you, you know, they're a whole map away from it. So, and then I mean at this, we're gonna let's see this. So we were watching. Can't really do anything about that. Can't do it. I mean, at this point, it's super difficult, dude. To be completely honest, I mean, like. Your only hope is to keep split pushing like this, but since we didn't get enough of a personal lead, we can't dive him and we can't leave our team for too long or they're going to just lose everything. So you're basically just stuck in a perpetual lose-lose situation. And I feel like you kind of got the last 5 minutes here is just more of you're doing that back and forth thing, you know. You're doing that back and forth thing where you're not sure what you want to do. We should just go back and get HP here because our team's back alive. You can't use this H. You don't have enough HP to go for a play here. Your team's back. They're the ones who are like clearing it out. So we're just getting into that back end. Like for the last 5 minutes, that's kind of what I noticed was just like we didn't really have a play to make. Where was this parry used again? I wanted to see this one again.
Should have parried that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But we parried him when he wasn't even damaging us. He was damaging the Braum. So that's tough. And then we chased this guy into the unknown. On our vision, we just saw them go from here too. Like if we look at our minimap, we watch them hit this right before you do that too. So they're literally hitting this as you're chasing this guy. You see that, right?
Yeah.
On your minimap, you see there's two there.
I already felt lost.
Yeah. True. I mean, there's not much to talk about at the end of the game here. But we can honestly just exit out of it. But I do have I'm gonna give you some homework here. There's some things that I think you gotta focus on that would immediately benefit you. All right, we're done. I'm about to send this to you. This is your homework. It was actually a lot longer than I thought.
Thank you.
So those are all the things that I think if you work on them immediately right now, I think you'll see the most growth in your gameplay. Do you have any questions for me before we end?
No, that's all.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. I wish you the best of luck and keep me updated, man. Keep me updated on how your climb goes, okay? Because I want to know if you're improving and how things are going. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me as well. All right. Have a good night, brother. I believe in you. Show me some growth. Show me the climb.
I will.
Alrighty. Have a good one. Bye-bye.